Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
To the air right away is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverage as he's running downfield and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Brady again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
In motion goes McLeod. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On the toss, it's Spears. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, fighting off the defender. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw is Brady. That is caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a play fake. Brady. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Brady to throw again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Brady. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On third down, Best. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now a give right side. Best. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Brady's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Brady. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to Laporta. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady to throw on second down. Touchdown! Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times is inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Right back to him on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On second down, Woodard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 23, here's second down and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete. It's Collins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 6. On play action, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Best.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
On 1st down, Brady. And a completion to Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far.
This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Brady.
This one deep for Wilson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down now, Best.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Best. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Best. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the Titans down by 6, 54 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Brady. They'll get this complete to Collins. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That one's taken in by Spears. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.